Something you might have never heard of, but for some local families, Sturge-Weber syndrome is a part of their lives. And joining us now to tell us more about Sturge-Weber syndrome are Ellen and John Jordan and their son, Jakin. So, Ellen, hi, Jakin, that's you. So tell us, Ellen, what is Sturge-Weber and how has it impacted Jake's life?
Sturge-Weber syndrome is basically, the easiest way to describe it is abnormal blood vessels. So for Jakin, when he was born, the first way that we recognized it was because he's covered with birthmark. And this is over probably about 70% of his body. So we knew right away that something wasn't quite right. It wasn't something that they could see while I was pregnant, so we didn't have any expectations of something being different when he was first born. But those abnormal blood vessels are not just on the surface of his skin like a birthmark, they're also in his brain. So when he was 10 weeks old, he started to have seizures. So because of having seizures, that affected his development, and it's mostly on the right side of his brain, so his left side is affected, which makes him a little bit weaker on the left side, and it's harder for him to use his left hand, and but he's doing really well. So.
You're doing a great job, Jake. Thank you for being here today. So, John, tell us what it's meant for you to have. You've had a lot of community support. Describe that and what it's meant to you and your family.
Well, it's actually, the community support has really been what's been able to get us through it. You know, Jake's one of 4 of our children, and with everything, with being involved and having to be in as patients at the Children's Hospital for, you know, a week at a time sometimes, just having people in the community to be able to rally around to help us with the kids. You know, our church, Black Hawk Church, many people came out and helped us there. We've had community support with you guys here at NBC 15, just, you know, doing stories on Jake, helping to support the golf outing that we started. And so there's been a lot of it. And
we're going to talk about that outing in just a minute. But Ellen, tell me first, what would you like people to know about Jake and other people who have Sturge-Weber syndrome?
Jakin is, like I said, he's got about 70% of birthmark, so people recognize right away that there's, you know, something different. And a lot of kids, I can see it, you know, as they're, you know, walking by him, they just kind of do that, you know, that stare as they go by. And I like to try to get their attention and just say, it's just a birthmark. He's just a kid. He's like you. He likes to play. He likes to have friends. He doesn't like to share. People, yeah, as far as him, I want them to know that he enjoys to be treated just like anybody else, and he wants to, you know, act like a little boy, just like all other little boys. So.
John, tell us about the golf outing coming up. We've got about 30 seconds, and why you're doing it.
Well, we've been doing this golf outing for the last, this will be the 7th year, so the last 6 years, and we're doing it to raise awareness for a new foundation we started called the Jake Foundation. Stands for Jakin's Angel Kisses Everywhere. And our goal with that is to be able to support Sturge-Weber research and Make-A-Wish Foundation. So last year we were able to sponsor 2 wishes, and one of the families will be back to share with our supporters about it.
And we put the JakeJordanFoundation.com link up at our website, as well as a link to the Sturge-Weber Foundation. So if people want to find out more. Excellent job, Jake. You did wonderful. Ellen, John, thank you so much for being with us. Check it out. If you can golf or maybe support by donating or volunteering, check out the website at NBC15.com under news links. Back with a final look at the forecast.